Hey Aries, and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Alright guys, so I have your July spread in front of me. I apologize for the poor lighting, but I want to get these done today, okay? So, this is your July spread. I have past, present, future. I just pulled the cards right now, but I will be pulling some more for clarification. So let's hop right into this. Alright guys, so the energy for your reading is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so there's something that you may have been emotionally invested in that you're turning your back on, that you have to walk away from, because maybe there was a change with someone else. Okay, maybe they switched up on you, or a situation switched up on you, and now you have to go. All right, so let's take a look at this and see what's going on. Okay, guys, so the first card for your past is the World in the reverse. So you may have had unfinished business with someone, a project, a situation, but something that you felt needed more resolve. Then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, where you may have been giving too much to a situation or not enough to a situation. And with the Nine of Cups, this did end with you, feeling good about something. So let's see what this is about. Why is this World card in the reverse here? Okay, there we go. Alright, we do have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the King of Wands here upright. And the Hierophant. Okay, so there's something that, maybe this is you guys coming into your power, or you dealing with another fire sign, but there's something that you felt had unfinished business, and this was something that you felt really good about. With the Hierophant, that's something that's socially acceptable. This could have been someone that you saw possibly as a marriage partner, or this could have been a legal situation that just wasn't finished yet. But I do see you guys, standing strong within this. Now, why is the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Give me one more card. Why is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse? Alright, you have the Hermit in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, you may have been giving too much to a situation in the past, something that just really drained you. It could have drained you financially or emotionally. Usually with Pentacles, it does, refer to money, but there's something that just could have drained you. And with the Hermit card in the reverse, it's like you're ready to move forward from whatever the situation was, even though you're tired and you're exhausted. And, this may have been an uphill battle, but you're still standing strong. But even though you're feeling some sort of losses. Now, why is this Nine of Cups here? Why is this Nine of Cups here? Awesome. Alright, we do have the Seven of Wands now at the bottom. So you're standing your ground through whatever. Alright, so we have the Nine of Cups. There's something that you guys were being patient about in the past, something that you may have been waiting on. But either you or someone else may have not taken the best approach towards the situation, and you were in a situation where you just weren't going to fight and you weren't going to argue about things. So let me just get one more card to clarify here. All right, two fell. So the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there could have been a new start that you were waiting on. You may have not, or someone else may have not taken the best approach to get this started, something that you felt tired about, but you were still, I feel like you're still being optimistic, you're still being patient. So maybe it's just something that hasn't started yet, but something that you guys are looking forward to, okay? Now, in your present moment, you still have the Seven of Pentacles, all right? So you guys are really waiting on something. Here you are being patient about this new path that you're about to take. And, the last card you have is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, you could be anxious about this, you could be really paranoid about this, or you could possibly want to give up on this. But you are being patient for this new path that you're taking. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Okay. Alright, so you're being patient on something because something is about to completely change your life. You have this Tower card right here, okay? Something that you're going to be passionate about, okay? This is you guys here as this Knight of Wands, or possibly another fire sign. And then here with the Three of Pentacles, this could be in business. You could be building business. You could be building partnerships. And it's just this new path that I feel like you guys are excited to take. Actually, one of my exes is an Aries, and this fits perfectly with what's happening in his life. So that's so funny. All right, why is this Two of Wands here? Give me one more card. Why is this Two of Wands here? All right. So we have the Moon card. Everything's on the table, guys. Now, some people look at the Moon card as like a bad thing. I just see it as clarity. And the Moon card, unlike, let's say, like the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this is not so much about catching someone or catching some foul stuff. This is more about, I feel like it's more of a conversation that you have with the person where you're just very direct about what's been going on and just you find a clarity to things. All right, so we do have Death and the Nine of Wands upright. So things are changing. You know, you guys have the Tower card, you have the Death card. There's new things coming in. Out with the old, in with the new. And, you know, this is something that might make you feel a little tired. You know, something that might require endurance, but this is something that you're going to get done. And you're going to do it with clarity of mind. Now, why is this Nine of Wands here in the reverse? Give me one more card. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Okay. Yeah, you might feel tired, like you want to give up, but there is this new start coming for you guys. I feel like there's huge changes for you guys this month, all right? Like life-altering changes. With this Ace of Wands, there's a new venture you're going on, okay? And you're trying to be balanced about it. You might be worried or anxious and scared about this new start, but it's happening and it's coming in for you. Now, in your future, you have the Emperor in the reverse. So this could either mean that either this is your card, okay? So this could be that you're kind of wearing a mask in a sense and not being completely honest with who you are as a person. Or this could be you thinking more with your heart and not your mind, okay? So be careful of that. It's okay to make decisions with our heart, but make sure a little bit of our logic plays into that, okay? And then you do have the Ten of Swords. So it could be a betrayal or it could just be the end of something. Because like I'm saying, I see you guys making some tremendous changes this month. So yeah, with this Ten of Swords, there could be something that has you feeling betrayed, but I feel like in this sense, it might be more of a change, but there's something you may not be proud of in the future. So let's just take a look, because there's someone who's not being completely, you know, who they say they are here, Ten of Swords and the Six of Wands in the reverse, and I'm questioning what's happening here. Why is this Emperor in the reverse? Why is this Emperor in the reverse? Okay. All right, so there might be some sort of disappointment, okay? Some disappointment, some sort of heartbreak, okay? And something that you felt was stable. So you may just be emotional, guys. You may be emotional because there's so many changes. Maybe there's a new life path that you have to take, somewhere new that you have to be. And maybe there's something that you have to leave behind in the process and you're not happy about leaving it behind. You know, but it's like you're growing. Maybe this, whatever it is that you're doing, you just can't bring, you can't bring sand to the beach. So there's new things coming in for you guys. I feel like you're going to be a little heartbroken or maybe slightly disappointed about something that you found stability in, okay? And this is in your future. Why is this Ten of Swords here? Why is this Ten of Swords here? Have the Star card at the bottom, okay? So this might be something that you wish for. All right. So you feel betrayed about something that has to do with a love situation, okay? And there's a decision that you're coming to. All right. Let me get one more card to clarify this. Maybe you're sad that something within love has to be over, okay? Without this Ten of Swords in the reverse here, I would say that this is you choosing to be with someone and having a new start. But with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I feel like it's a new start that you want, or something, or a relationship that you want, but for some reason you just can't be in it. You can't be there. Now, let's see what the Six of Wands in the reverse is about. Alright, that's one. And another one flipped. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys are turning your backs, and you're working on expansion at this time. It could be a heavy load that you guys have at this moment, and maybe that's why you're not so happy, because you had to leave behind something that you really adored to go on to this new venture, to expand. And with the Six of Wands in the reverse, you're just not happy about it. You feel burdened by it. It may be for work that you're doing this, but I see you guys, really expanding things within yourself, for your life. And, sometimes with changes come heavy burdens, but if this is the beginning to something, the load should get lighter as you go. I just think that there's a drastic life change that you guys have coming for you, and it's going to take some sort of, you're going to have to adapt to it. But I think that you guys will be just fine. All right? The Emperor in the reverse came up again. So I think that you guys are really emotional about this change, but overall, I don't know why. For some reason, although I know that there's some disappointment here in the future, I feel like this is a good change for you guys. Something's telling me that it is. Yeah. Because, under this, where you guys are walking away from something, someone else may be changing. We do have the Sun card at the bottom, okay? And the Ten of Wands. But it's the Wish card, too, at the bottom, okay? So it's something that might be burdening, something that might take a lot of your time, and creative energy. But I think it's taking you to a much better place, all right? So that is really, really nice. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to pull you an Earth Magic Oracle card and see what advice we have for Aries for the rest of the month. All right. Okay, where are my cards? Up. All right, what advice do you have for Aries for the month of July? That was quick. Volcano. Volatility. Okay. Play is the goddess who lives on the big island of Hawaii, dwelling there in the craters of the active volcano Kilauea. She's considered passionate, volatile, and capricious, and is perhaps the best known of the panoply of Hawaiian deities. Since 1983, she has been sending ribbons of lava down the mountainside and into the sea, thereby creating new land. In this image, we see her subtle visage in the spewing fire of the volcano. In ancient Hawaiian chants, Pele is described as she who shapes the sacred land. And it's from this magnificent and powerful goddess being and her periodic eruptions that new earth is formed as the resulting lava merges with her sister, the goddess of the sea, Namakahuaki. Sorry for those of you who are Hawaiian and I just butchered the crap out of that. The volatile and unpredictable nature of this volcanic eruptions is widely known, and in spite of the science's efforts at forecasting these blow-ups, they sometimes happen without warning. Whether the eruptions are slow and steady or violent and explosive, it's an unstoppable force, and one very dramatic way nature changes and shapes the land. This is a particularly volatile time for you. Unexpected changes, sometimes quite sudden and dramatic, are occurring in ways that you have absolutely no control over. These occurrences may be so powerful as to shake up what you formerly thought as of the foundation of your security. They may even cause you to reassess the direction your life is taking, to question some of your relationships, or to reevaluate the work you have chosen. Although these events may rock your world, know that spirit is the guiding force behind them. It is a matter of finding your trust that life knows what it is doing in the midst of these storms of change. It also requires you to make adjustments quickly and to not cling to what was, but instead move forward and welcome with your arms wide open what is yet to come, all from a place of being present in this moment. You truly have nothing to fear. See, I'm telling you guys, I know that there's changes. There may be people that you have to leave behind in order to get something accomplished in your life. But guys, I feel like this is going to be a really, really good thing. I feel like this is going to really help you grow. Of all the signs, I think right now, Aries is the one that I'm feeling is going to have the most life changes at this moment. So I wish you guys the absolute luck with that. Definitely, hang in there. Hang in there, do whatever it is that you have to do, but always work on yourself and remember what's most important. You have to be good at the end of the day before anybody else is good around you. Now, if you guys do want your own personal reading, I will leave all of my information in the description. All right? Take care and have a great July, guys.